I just want to make note, if I am ever relevant enough to have a meetup, these are my favorite candies. They're so good. Hey everyone, it's McKenna, and just don't mind my hair today. It looks like complete shit, but moving on. Today I want to stay in the spirit of Halloween since it's so close, and I want to share a paranormal story with all of you. I've never talked about the afterlife or paranormal or anything of that sort on my channel, so to give you a little bit of background of what I believe, I want to believe it's true, but I don't know that it's real. My entire life I've wanted to believe that there's an afterlife. I've wanted to believe that there's spirits. I want to believe that there's a connection to this world and a different realm or the afterlife, whatever you want to say. But I just have not had enough experiences to know it's true, and I'm one of those people that I need to see something for myself to believe it. This story that I'm going to tell you today is the only paranormal experience I've ever had in my life. And I have tried to have paranormal experiences before, like literally have tried. I have been a disruptive piece of shit in supposedly haunted places, which I know is terrible, but I've tried. I've been a piece of shit and tried, and I just have never had anything manifest itself to me before. I don't know if it's because I want to know it's real so badly that I don't see it. I don't know, because I hear some crazy stories, and some of the people that have told the stories, I really do believe that they're telling the truth. But what I have also noticed is a lot of people who are having these experiences that they know beyond a doubt that the paranormal is real, they've used stuff like Ouija boards before, and I've never done that. I definitely have wanted to use one before, but everyone's always like, 666, Satan, don't do it. So because of that, I've kind of steered clear, because yeah, I want to do it, but so many people are like, do you want a demon to follow you? Because it can happen. And I'm just like, better not. The most I can say that I know that the paranormal is real is ever since I was little, I've kind of got a feeling that there's presence around me. I remember being like 4 or 5, and I would pray that Jesus and spirits would not come see me because I was scared of them, because I felt that there was something there. And I mean, that was when I was little too, and I've heard that kids and animals have the closest connection to the other side. So I don't know, but this story that I'm going to tell you today is kind of based along what I just said, that I felt like there was a spirit following me. I felt a presence. So like I said, this is the most I know that the paranormal is real, but I don't know. I hope one day I get a cool experience. That would be freaking awesome. I would love that. I would probably shit my pants, but it would be really cool. So this happened when I was 11 years old, and my family and I had just moved cross country from North Carolina to Utah. My dad's a Marine, so my entire life we've been moving back and forth across the country. But when we moved to Utah, my family is a part of the LDS or Mormon church, and when you move into a new ward, if you don't know what that means, a new ward, it's a group of people in the church. So yeah, I don't know, it's like when you go to church, that group of people you go to church with, that would be like a ward. Anyways, anytime you go to a new ward, the members will come and help you unload your stuff, move into your house, they'll bring you food, invite you over. And moving to Utah was no exception for that. When we moved there was one family in particular that would invite us over quite a bit, and they had quite a few kids. I feel like they had 5 or 6 kids, all girls. Their youngest was a boy, besides the point though. But they did have another son, and I feel like it happened a year or 2 prior to us moving there. It wasn't that long. But their son had passed away because of epilepsy, I believe it was. He was having a seizure and he passed away. So super, super sad, but such a sweet family. They were really, really nice. My family and their family got along pretty well, and like I said, they invited us over quite a few times. And I remember one time they had invited us over for a family home evening, and we had dinner and we were making taffy and just doing church stuff. When we were over at their house, the mom had asked if she could tell my parents and I something, and you could tell she was kind of nervous, kind of hesitant. But basically she had gone more into depth of the story of how her son died, and then she moved on to tell my parents and I that she could feel her son's presence through me. Her son was the same age as I was. I think his birthday was either the same day or a couple days before, something like that. But we would have been the exact same age. And she said that she just felt like if he were still alive, we would be really close, that we would have gotten along really well, we would have been best friends, that she feels like we would have ended up together, like all this crazy stuff. But the moral of that story is that she said she could feel her son's presence in me. She said that every time I was around, she felt him near her. In the Mormon church, it's not uncommon to believe that your loved ones are still around you. They believe that the afterlife and this life are very connected. They believe that there's basically a veil that we can't see through, but the people on the other side could see through. And they believe that that veil is very, very thin. So like I said, it's not uncommon that a Mormon family is going to feel their dead son's presence around them. But she just thought that I welcomed his presence even more. Like I said, I was 11 years old, so this kind of freaked me out a little bit. And like I said earlier, when I was even younger, I used to pray that spirits and Jesus would not come see me because I was scared of him. I was scared of the unknown, as I think most little kids are. Most adults, I think, are scared of the unknown. But it kind of creeped me out a little bit, and I have to say, I honestly did feel a presence around me. I just constantly felt like there was someone there comforting me, that there was someone there who felt thankful, there was someone there who was happy, like it was all positive feelings. I did try to communicate with the spirit a couple times. I tried to get my friends to do it with me. I wanted to make a Ouija board, but none of them would make it. They said that Satan would come, so whatever. But I did have an Etch-a-Sketch, and I used to try to speak to the spirits through the Etch-a-Sketch, and there was times I would kind of move and I would believe that it was trying to manifest something to me, but I know that I was the one moving it though, like there was no spirit trying to talk to me through an Etch-a-Sketch. For the next year or two, the family would bring me flowers and gifts, and they would constantly tell me how grateful they were for me and how they felt their son's presence, and they really truly did believe that their son was near when I was around. I never had anything super crazy happen to me. Like I said, it was kind of just the feeling of something being there. So I don't honestly know if it really was anything. After they stopped bringing me gifts and talking to my family, because they had moved away, I kind of stopped thinking about him, the spirit, and I didn't feel anything anymore. So I don't know if it was my brain trying to believe that there was something there, or if there was something honestly there, but I can say this is it is 10 years later. And there are still times that I'll feel like something's around me or someone's around me, and he will pop up into my head. Sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah. But if it really was the spirit, I can say that it honestly wasn't a bad thing at all. It still isn't a bad thing if it's still around me. It's a very happy, comforting type of thing. So I'm sorry if you clicked on this video to hear about a scary ghost following me, but I guess scary ghosts just don't like me, because like I said, I've tried to get the scary ghosts to come show themselves and they just don't want to. So I should probably count my blessings for that though, because some of the people have told their scary stories. I am so happy I've not witnessed that before. But yeah, that's the story of the time a spirit was following me. Maybe, hopefully, I'll have more paranormal experiences to share with you in the future, but for now, I just don't have any. I really hope I do though. I really want to know it's true, and I still try. I go to haunted places all the time, try to do, you know, haunted things, and I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I love all you so much. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'm now posting a video every Wednesday and Friday, so you're going to want to make sure you subscribe so you can see that. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Bye! Mwah.